Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between green hills, lived a boy named Armin. Armin was known for being quiet and shy. He didn't have many friends, and most of the villagers hardly noticed him. He lived with his mother, who worked as a tailor. They were poor but lived a peaceful life. Every day, Armin would help his mother by delivering clothes to customers after school. One rainy evening, while returning from a delivery, Armin noticed an old man sitting alone under a tree, shivering in the cold. The man looked weak and hungry. Without thinking twice, Armin took off his own shawl and wrapped it around the old man. He also gave him the leftover roti his mother had packed. The old man smiled and said, "You're very kind, son. May Allah bless you with more than you can imagine." Armin didn't think much about it and walked back home in the rain. When he reached, his mother scolded him gently for giving away the shawl and food. But then she smiled and hugged him, proud of his kind heart. Days turned into weeks. One morning, a rich merchant arrived in the village. He was searching for someone trustworthy and kind to take care of his shop while he went on a long journey. He asked the village head to recommend someone. The village head, after thinking for a while, said, "There's a boy named Armin. He is quiet, but I've seen him helping others without expecting anything in return." The merchant met Armin and felt an instant trust in him. He handed over his shop keys and said, "Take care of this place like your own." Armin worked hard, kept the shop clean, treated customers politely, and never took even a single rupee without permission. Months passed, and the merchant returned. To his surprise, his shop was not only well maintained, but had made more profit than ever. He was so pleased that he offered Armin a partnership in the business. Armin was shocked. He looked at the merchant with wide eyes and said, "Sir, I'm just a poor boy. I can't be your partner." But the merchant smiled and said, "Kindness is more valuable than money. You proved that honesty and care bring real success." Years later, Armin became one of the most respected and successful men in the village. He never forgot where he came from and continued helping the needy, just like he helped that old man long ago. One day, while walking in the village market, Armin saw a familiar face sitting under a tree. It was the same old man he had once helped. Armin ran to him and said, "Do you remember me?" The old man smiled and replied, "Of course, Armin. I never forget those who show true kindness." Tears welled up in Armin's eyes. That moment reminded him of the simple act that had changed his life forever. Moral of the story: kindness never goes unnoticed. Even a small act of goodness can bring blessings greater than we can imagine. Always be kind, not because someone is watching, but because it's the right thing to do.